Hey there, cupcakes. We're back for another day of learning. We're still talking about our farm animals. We've been talking about lots of farm animals so far this week. We've talked about chickens, roosters and hens. We talked about pigs and hogs yesterday. Today we're going to do a little exercise on the sound that we hear when we say horse, the beginning sound. The letter that makes that sound is the letter what? The letter H. H is for horse. So we're going to do something with horse today. Later on today, we're going to read a story about a cow. The cow's backyard. There's a cow. Or some cows, I should say, right? So are you ready to do our morning greeting, our morning message rather? Okay, here we go. Oh, there's my grandkids. All right, I read, you read. Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. It is a sunny day. Today is Thursday, April 9th, 2020. It is a sunny day. Yep, today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Friday. That's right. We talked about the number of days that we have in a week on yesterday. Do you remember? 7. That's right. Let's count them. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. How many is that? 7. There are 7 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another way we can count is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days. There are 7 days. There are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There are 7 days in a week. Today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. Tomorrow will be Friday. We're still talking about farm animals this week. I'm going to show you some pictures of some farm animals. We talked about chickens on Monday. We talked about pigs and hogs on yesterday. Today, we're going to do a quick little lesson on the sound that we hear at the beginning of the word horse. Horse. The beginning sound in horse is, do you know the letter that makes the sound? Letter H. You're right. So we're going to do something with horse today. And we're going to read a story later on about the cow's backyard. And here's a couple pictures of some cows. Cows. Say cows. K, k, cows. Do you hear that beginning sound? At the word on the word cows, k- cows. What letter makes that sound? It's kind of tricky, right? There are actually two letters that make that sound. Letter K sounds like k, and letter C sounds like k. But for cows, cows begin with the letter C. The sound is the same for K and C, but cows begins with the letter C. So these are some farm animals that we've already talked about and that we're going to talk about. Cows, chickens. We talked about turkeys, I think, too, and ducks, pigs, and horse. All right. So we're going to do something in a few moments with the letter sound, letter H. But for now, let's disengage that stress response as we do every morning. This morning, we're going to do rather balloon breathing. We're going to practice balloon breathing. You remember how to do it? We put our hands on top of our heads, then we pretend that we're blowing up the balloon as we take our inhalation breaths. And as we exhale, we make the sound of air escaping the balloon. So let's get ready. Put our hands up on top of our heads. Let's blow up that balloon. You ready? Let's go. The balloon popped and you were blowing your air back out. Let's do it again. Pop it. You blew it out. All right, last time. Let's do it. All right. Do you feel better? Yes? No? All right. Well, let's just take 3 more breaths and let's be a star. Let's practice being a star. You know, when you're a star, you smile, you take a deep breath, and then you relax. So let's try it. Smile, take your deep breath, and relax. Let's do that 2 more times. Smile, take your deep breath, and relax. Let's do it again. Good job. Now you're a star. I bet you feel better now. I do. All right, I promised you that we were going to do something with the letter sound we hear at the beginning of horse. Horse. What sound do we hear? We hear the sound. We hear the sound. Here is a sentence with some words in it that has the sound. And we'll see just how smart you are if you can point out the words that has the sound. My horse eats hay. Will you read that with me? My horse eats hay. Did you hear the sound in some words? How many words did you count that had the sound? 1, 2. You're right. Horse And hey begins with the letter H. And H sounds like, good job. You know what else sounds like? I'm going to show you. You ready for it? All right, we talked about alliteration yesterday. I'm going to show you a poem with the letter H and the sounds that H makes. You'll hear the sound that H makes all throughout this poem. Remember, when there's a poem and you keep hearing a sound at the beginning of a word repeating itself over and over again, that's called alliteration. Alliteration. So we're going to look at this. This is not a farm animal, but it's a pet that you might have at your house. Hamster also begins with the sound that H makes. Here we go. You see it? You see the letter H at the top? The uppercase H, the lowercase h? All right, let's read our poem. Henry, who's Henry? The hamster is Henry. Henry hops upon his bed. How high can he hop? Higher, higher. Ouch! What happened? Why do you suppose it says ouch at the end of this poem? He's bouncing on the bed, right? And he's going higher and higher, and all of a sudden, ouch! Perhaps he bumped his head on the ceiling. Do you think so? I think that's what happened. He must have been bouncing pretty high, huh? Right, so let's read it again. I read, you read. Henry hops upon his bed. How high can he hop? Higher, higher. Ouch! Letter H. Let's count the words that we heard that begin with the sound that H makes, that sound. You ready? Henry, that's one. Hops, that's two. His, that's three. How, four. High, five. Hop, six. Higher, seven. Higher, eight. If you counted 8 words that begin with the sound, give yourself a kiss on the brain. Mwah. You are so smart. Letter H. All right, so let's get ready to write letter H up in the air. Finger up. Let's go with the uppercase H. Here we go. For the second line. And now we connect the lines. Let's do it again. Good job. Lowercase h, let's do it. Finger up. Let's go down. A little ways up, we're going to make a little heel. Let's do it again. Good job on practicing the letter H. Today, boys and girls, I'd like it very much if you would practice writing the letter H on paper that you have at home. And then think about a word that begins with the letter H. A word that begins with the letter H. Something that we do in my class, we make word webs or letter webs. I'm going to put the letter H in a circle, and I'm going to think about different words that begins with the sound that H makes. Can you do that at home for me today? All right, let's activate our thinking powers. Thinking powers activate. H. H. H sounds like. What are some words that begins with the sound that H makes? Oh, I have one. House. House begins with the sound. Oh, and we talked about that animal a few moments ago. Actually, we talked about two animals, didn't we? Horse. Horse begins with the sound. Do you remember what kind of animal Henry is? Hamster. Hamster. Hamster begins with the H sound. Hamster. What else begins with H? We have house, we have horse, we have hamster. Oh, hill. The word hill begins with the sound that H makes. Hill. Hill begins with the sound that H makes. And that hamster's name was Henry. Henry begins with the sound that H makes. So I'm writing Henry right now. There's Henry. One last word. Hen. We talked about hen. Hen is a girl chicken, right? A female chicken. Hen begins with the sound that H makes. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to sing these words in a song. It's very easy. As I start singing, I'm pretty sure you can catch on. H is for hen. Ha, ha, hen. H is for hill. Ha, ha, hill. H is for hamster. Ha, ha, hamster. H is for horse. Ha, ha, horse. H is for house. Ha, ha, house. H is for Henry. Ha, ha, Henry. Now you know what H sounds like. Now you know what H sounds like. All right, don't forget to tell your mommies, your daddies, the other adults at your house, your sisters, your brothers, your aunties, uncles, your cousins, anybody, some words that you can think of that begins with the sound that H makes. H makes. And just so you don't forget, this is what uppercase H looks like, and this is what lowercase h looks like. All right. So your assignment is to think of all the words you possibly can that begins with the sound that H makes. Is the sound that H makes. All right. It's time to wish each other well. I wish you well, Miss Ramirez. I wish you well, Miss Redding. I miss you too. For those of you who don't know, Miss Redding and Miss Ramirez are my assistant teachers who work in my classroom, and I miss them so, so, so much. Boys and girls, I miss you too. I miss my family. Oh, there's so many people I miss while we're stuck at home during this quarantine, but we'll see each other in person again, right? All right, so here we go. We wish you well, Anthony Butler, Anthony Williams, Ariana, Ariane, Bailey, Britton, David, Dalen, that's Dalen Brown, Dalen Bolden, Fabian, George, Jason, Jaden, Jocelyn, Kalia, Kylie, Taylor, Tristan, Tyrone, and Yehoshaphat. And this empty space right here, let's pretend your name is here. So I'm going to say, I wish you well. And after I say well, you say your name. Okay? All right. I wish you well. Did you say your name? All right, good. So let's wish each other well by singing. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. We wish you well. We wish you well. All through the day today, we wish you well. Wishing you well. Mwah!